What's up? What's up, everybody? This is Jay. Welcome to the Friday Fuss. It's a lot of things I want to talk about, get into, share with you guys this week. So we're going to get into it. You know, I normally like to be happy, make jokes and all of that stuff, and I think that's good and that's needed. But at the same time, we need to talk about serious stuff too. We can't always be just laughing and giggling. Now, it's a balance, and I try to keep that. So anyway, couple things before I get started. If you all are new to my channel and you don't know, subscribe, check me out on all the social medias, and you can check in the description box. One thing that I do on my channel is I try to put a lot of different information in the description box on my video, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. Let's see. So I'll get to it, but anyway, I got a lot of good stuff in there for people to see, and hey, I put that stuff there for a reason. You guys can pick up on a lot of that stuff, and some people ask me questions about what equipment I use or different things like that, and so I can't always get back to everybody, but I do put that information in my description box, and so different things you can find out in the description box may be helpful, and so I'll show you what I mean in a second. Then I get to some comments, and then it'll be on with the show. So let's see, show you in the screen what I mean, and let's see. So as you see in there, you can see in the description box all kind of different information I put in there. Some people want to know, that's my membership area. This is something I use. My secret YouTube tool is not really that secretive, but a lot of people don't know about it, and it does have a lot of help. So if you're trying to be a YouTuber and you're looking for different things to help you along your journey, this is actually a free tool. Now, they do have some things where you could use for a paid version, but that's actually free, and it is helpful. I got different podcasts that I put, my shows on. You can check it out. Check out the links right there. Also, one thing that our community especially is not involved in is investment. No, I'm not an investment banker, but I do invest. I did learn about it in school. I'm not giving professional investment advice, but I think we all should save and invest in some of our money. And this is some of the tools that I use. And if you even sign up, it's free to sign up for Acorns or Stash. You can get $25 for free. So, hey, whether you keep it or not, you can get a free $25, get a free Twanky, and you can do whatever you want to do with it. And hey, it's up to you. The equipment I use is right here: microphone, phone, desk, all of that stuff. And also, if anybody want to support my work, got the links there, social media links, my website. And on my website, I'm trying to update it and make it a little more interactive and different things. So, but I do have a lot of good info on the website as well. You can see in my social media links. If you ain't already following me on Twitch, you might want to do that, because at midnight I'm going to be streaming Power Book 2 new episodes, so don't miss that on Twitch. And also, you can check me out on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. If you want to work with me or got some ideas or something, hit me up on LinkedIn. I got the link in the description box. And some of you guys say, well, I like to follow you on Instagram, but I don't have an Instagram account, this, that, or the other. That's fine if you don't want to set one up. But if you do have a Facebook, follow me on the Facebook, because a lot of the things that I post on Instagram, I share on Twitter and Facebook as well. So you can get Facebook, you get a lot of my YouTube posts and my Instagram and Twitter posts as well. So at least follow me on Facebook. We can communicate. You can message me, all kind of different stuff. I try to, be as accessible as I can and answer questions and things. And so even if you like the song that plays in the beginning of the video, there it is. Like to hear it, there it go. And so, that's pretty much it. And most good YouTubers put a lot of good stuff in the description box. So even your other favorite YouTubers, you should check them out. Look in the description box every now and then of their videos. You may be surprised as to what they have in there. And also, you can check their homepage, and they'll have it organized and set up in different ways for the homepage. I'll show you what I mean in a second. And so, most good YouTubers that took the time and they care about what they're doing, they'll organize their homepage to make it easier for you guys to find videos and enjoy their work. For example, I'll show you this and then I'll move on. So you see right here, hold on. Every time I switch, it keeps going to a different screen. So share you this one last screen right quick. Let's see. So of course it's live right now. And one thing I do with my channel is I try to organize it. I just got a new music video coming out soon that I was going to play for you guys. This is my most recent uploads to my channel. I also have whatever's going on live right now. You'll always be able to see it on my channel if you tune in. I got my Shy videos right here. I got the P-Valley videos. Gotta get that P-Valley. Uncle Clifford gonna make sure y'all gonna watch that P-Valley videos. Got the Power, Theory, and Review all in one place. Got the Empire, man. Hey, you want to check what Lucius Lyon is doing with the Empire, man? You go right here and you can see all the videos and the struggle of the Empire, man. Then I even put a lot of my podcasts here. The Jaymoorereviews Show, all collaborated in one spot. Got Euphoria. And I want to give props to the lovely, young, talented Zendaya for winning an Emmy for the show and her work on Euphoria. It was really a good show, and it's really like teenagers today go through a lot. I thought we went through a lot, but they got a lot of self problems and self-worth and self-issues and things and all kind of stuff. But it was interesting. And if you ain't seen Euphoria, hey, you can go right here, check out the recaps. That's what they're there for. And also we got Insecure. And of course, you can go up here, check out other videos. You can check out other playlists. And of course, you can go to the About tab. And I got more information here and any links that you want to link to. And also, YouTubers put links right here. Look right here. You can see sometimes these backgrounds you guys can't see, but you can click Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, all right there. So anyway, enough of that. I hope you guys learned a thing or two about some information that people have on YouTube. And I wanted to start it off with peaceful protest first before I begin to fuss this Friday, because I do got some stuff that I'm heated about. And it's some stuff that I want to talk about that I'm not heated about, and I want to use it as an example for everybody else. So before I do get into the heat, let me go on and get to some of you guys' comments. Cash Money. And I had something that I was putting together to give a big shout out to some of my biggest supporters. And Cash Money, Support Gaming, Ray Negron, it's a bunch of you guys. I want to thank you. You always here. You always watching my videos. You always got good comments. You got my back. You know, I'm leaving out some Sally Ann. I mean, it's a lot of you guys that are like loyal supporters that got my back, and you guys are amazing. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I don't really like to do it because I know I'm gonna forget some. Whitney, all of you guys, man, you guys are great. Danny girl, what's up? How you doing, sis? Support Gaming, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you. Let's see. What is this? At Support Game in 2020, Morgan Owens deleted his troll account. I don't know what that is, but I guess y'all got what's going on. Let's see. Let me get to some more of these. Mellow Fellow, another one of my supporters that's had my back on this channel for a couple years, man. I appreciate you. It's my other brother from 7-8, man. 7-8 brothers got to stick together. What's up, Mellow Fellow? Appreciate you coming through, brother. Let's see. Let me get to some more of these. You thought you saw Morgan on Mark Dark video. Okay, I guess that must be some type of troll that you guys have came in contact with. And one thing that I have noticed is that the power community is kind of close knit. Like, you guys bump into comment sections on other YouTubers' channel. One thing that I like on my channel is I'm trying to build a community. Not only do I want you all to support me and be here for me, but also support each other, get to know each other. We can all comment with each other and build, you know, a review community, a review community. I'm trying to put it together. That ain't work. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. And we can put all ourselves together, work together, and, you know, they say two heads are better than one, so we all in this together. Let me get to a couple more. Paper Boys, what's up, Paper Boys? I appreciate your support. Paper Boy was one of my first must-have games on the Nintendo. Okay, let's see. Lauren Craig, what's up? Can you do one quick impression of BG for Power? Well, I mean, you want me to do a BG, but we're not friends. The friend of my friend is the enemy. The friend's the enemy. The friend no more. That's what I only do for my friend. You want me to be the enemy of a friend that was the enemy friend that used to be friend. How we do that? Huh? You want me? Huh? How was that? Hope that put a smile on your face, sis. Let's see, Support Gaming. I think Professor Milgram gonna smash Tariq or try to, but Tariq probably isn't gonna fall for it. You know, I just saw a movie with Michael Rainey the other day that I didn't know anything that he was in, and it actually gave me some props to him. He was in a movie with Common. He was like a baby. He was like 5 years old. He still had that damn waves. That boy had been rocking waves for a minute. His hair, he got good hair. Okay, he got good hair. But anyway, he was like a kid and he was acting, holding his own. He was playing Common Son or whatever. It came out in like 2011. I can't remember the name. So Michael Rainey is like damn near a born actor. All right. And he's doing a good job considering, I mean, wow, he's been doing a good job. Now, as far as, you know, him smashing her because of the age difference and because of his age in general, I don't think we're going to even really see him kiss her or anything. They may imply that something happens, but as far as we actually see, I don't see that yet. But it would be funny and interesting. Harmy, what's up? Do you think Ball Sacks is gonna die or go to jail? I would like for them both to happen. Have him go to jail, then get them dirty balls clipped while he in the pen. You know what I mean? He deserved it. He's been dirty, and you know what he reminds me of is people in that position enforcing systemic racism. And I'm gonna get to that in a little bit of what dirty ball sacks is, because there's people in the world that have positions of power that try to put people in jail and they know that they shouldn't. And yeah, dirty ball sacks is wrong. And a couple of things I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley, he need to shut up. He need to shut up because he's wrong. Not he need to shut up and dribble. He need to shut up because he's wrong. And I'm gonna get to Charles Barkley too. All right, and the Brianna Taylor incident, because there's a lot of stuff going on. People got some comments, and on the face of the comments, like Charles Barkley, it makes sense. But he's wrong. He doesn't know all the facts. He's not saying the actual story. So if you take out all the information and all the facts and you say and present one thing, you're not actually telling the truth. Now, I don't know if he did it on purpose or not, or whatever the case, but it's beside the point, because people that are racist or agree that, you know, this, that, or the other is that those people fault. When people like him and officer hate him speak, then they feel that their ideas and thoughts are justified because, oh, see, look, they said it too. It ain't just me. He's woke. Officer Hatem actually said Charles Barkley is woke. He's like the Walking Dead. He's a zombie. He's so asleep. He has no clue. People like Charles Barkley have never, they don't even know what it's like to live the regular black life. We've all been in school. We all know athletes get different privileges than others. Charles Barkley never even had a job in his life. He even said he's never had a job before other than playing basketball. Privileged athlete in high school. He playing ball. You know, no, he wasn't rich or making a lot of money, but he had a little bit better status than everybody else. Go to college for a couple years playing ball. Next thing you know, he in the NBA. Making a lot of money, living his best life. And he doesn't have a clue of what it's like living a regular life and all the stuff people go through. Never had a job other than talking about basketball, playing it. And he don't take the time to learn about the issues, which you should do if you're going to speak on it, or don't say nothing. But anyway, I'm going to get into that in a second. I started going off, man. I got to turn this air on already, man. I started getting heated, man. Barkley. Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley. I don't like Charles Barkley. And you know what's crazy is I actually do like Charles Barkley as a ball player. I liked Barkley when he played. And I think Barkley makes some funny jokes every now and then. I like people, all kind of people jokes. I don't care. But it's only so far we gonna go with those jokes too. Okay, let's see. Let me get to some more of these right quick. What'd you say, mellow fellow? Nah, Mark, dude, boring. Okay. Suge Knight, what's up? Donald on Facebook, what's good, man? You got the little Road Warriors. No, that ain't the Road Warriors. Legion of Doom picture in yeah. What's up, man? Yeah, Jay, this dude named Morgan keeps trolling us in other videos. And y'all got y'all some haters. How y'all develop fan haters? That's crazy. Y'all be supporting these YouTubers too much. Y'all get off they nards. That's crazy. Let's see. I like an Altanor Media and Alexander Rod. They do good. I ain't never heard of them. I don't know about this stuff. You know, it's a lot of people out here that do stuff and watch stuff, and you know, that's fine. You know, it's enough to go around. You like that, Lauren? I'm glad you. I'm glad you like it. Hey, but we be friends too now. Cause you be the friend, but like it the friend when I said we used to be friends. You be the enemy of the friend, then with the enemy friend. Sasha, what's up, sis? How you doing? I appreciate you coming by. You think Michael Rainey is 20? Yeah, but that woman is like 30 or 40. She may not want to do that, but we'll see. Let's see. Let me get to some more. What up, Jay? You ready for the new shows coming for the? Yeah, they got a lot of good stuff coming out. That's pretty interesting. Mellow Fellow, you're right. See, this is the thing. What people think when they see that word and they think it's negative is basically calling out a behavior. And so some people like those will do anything for money to keep their position or status. But all money ain't good money. We learned that coming up in the hood. All money ain't good money. Some money gets you into trouble. Some money you can no longer be who you once was. You done sold out. Some money is hard to look at yourself in the mirror, you know. And if you can't see that, then you got a problem. Big Ben, what's up, man? How you doing? I remember when Charles Barkley said Lakers getting swept by Blazers. Charles Barkley ain't got a clue. And one thing I do like is Shaq does call him out sometimes. Now, I don't watch them as much as I used to, but Shaq did do that. Barkley should stick to basketball. That's it. He's not an expert on nothing. I mean, that's true. And he ain't even an expert on that. You get that wrong. But I got you. Paper Boys, it took a team of 3 stylists to make Tasha look average. Damn, that's messed up. Oh, no, Animal died. So Hawk and Animal are dead now from the Legion of Doom. Because I remember Hawk died. He was from Chicago. That's messed up. LOD, RIP. You know, back in the day when I was a kid, we used to use our imagination. Something that you don't do anymore because kids don't play with each other outside and they don't play with toys. Playing with toys is good for you because everything's not done. When you're playing a video game, the world is already developed on the TV screen. What you imagining? What you trying to think of? When I used to play with toys, my favorite was G.I. Joes. And yeah, I liked the G.I. Joes, but that was it. They didn't talk. They didn't move. I had 100 different G.I. Joes at one time. And I'm trying to come up with elaborate, missions and different things, and I want to do something unique. Then we got to go explore in my mama's dining room. Oh, man, we got to be careful. If we get busted, all hell will break loose. It's World War III, meaning my mom going to give me a whooping. So we'd be quiet and under the table with this and that. And then I got all these different beings and stuff. So I used to do different voices for all the different characters, and it would make my imagination better, and it would make me do different things. Now, and then I didn't have a friend to play with every time. You didn't have company, or you couldn't go outside, or when it's time to come in, it's all on you. I was the only child, so I had to entertain myself. Now, you don't have to do that. You could just hop online. There's always somebody online around the world to talk to and play with. They never entertain themselves. They never try to come up with, different ways to do things. And, it's not good to not have, imagination. And I think that this generation coming up has got a lack of imagination. And I'm wondering what that's going to be like with a group of people that need everything already laid out for them. We'll see how it works. But, y'all can thank the G.I. Joes for y'all entertainment. You're welcome. Let's see. We get to a couple more of y'all questions, comments, and then we'll see. Mellow Fellow, you like Professor McKnight? He had old girl hitting them high notes. Hey, baby, let's do a little duet. Ooh. Mike Mitch, keep it real, Jay. I'd rather have enough to pay my bills than being rich. More money, more problems. Hey, like the great Biggie once said, more money, more problems. Baby. Oh, straight up. You got a different set of problems. And then when you get to a certain point with a certain amount of money, You don't know if these people around you are really around you because of what you do and bring into their lives, or because they actually there for you. You don't know who to trust, all kind of stuff. So yeah, it can be difficult. So, anyway. I love Transformers, but they cost too much for me to get a full collection. See, even back then, I was trying to be manipulative on trying to get a full collection. See, G.I. Joes cost $2.50 a piece. So I know I could easily get 2 to 4 Joes out of my daddy for just $5 to $10, whereas a Transformer was $5, $10, $15 a piece, and then I would only walk away with one, whereas I could walk away with a whole Delta Force of Joes. But those were the good old days. You're right. We love the Transformers. You be trying to do like the cartoon Transformers roll out, and then in your mouth and your voice you go like they transform, but you be sitting there doing it for like 25 minutes. Hold up, I'm still transforming. Hold on. But those were the days. Anyway, Legion of Doom, the Rush. That was when wrestling was still interesting and fun. But again, I was a kid, so maybe that's what helped. Anyway, now I'm going to support. Yeah, you're right. A lot of people are very sensitive these days. And Mike Mitch, I know what you mean. I had G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. I even had the $6 million man. He was metal with the little hole in his back of his head so you could look through his eye. Oh, okay. You older than me. You had the big ones. You had the doll. And I had played with some of those. The doll, you had the doll, the bigger ones. I had the 6-inch G.I. Joe ones. But when I was in school, my teacher in 4th grade brought all her son's toys, who was like in his 20s or something by that time, for us to play with. And he had all the doll G.I. Joes with the like real kind of beard gruff and stuff, and the clothes and change and gun with the Kung Fu grip and stuff, and you could turn his wrist around and but yeah, that was cool. But that was the generation before mine. When my son was coming up and he was about 5 years old, I'm like, okay, I'm about to get him in the G.I. Joes like me. I'm going to buy him this. I'm going to buy him that. And I would go to Toys R Us trying to buy him the Joes, thinking of all the fun we going to have. And they was like, none left. I'm like, man, where the G.I. Joes? They're like, well, we don't really have that many. And like G.I. Joes was going out of business. I was like devastated. I still bought him whatever I could buy him for a few years, but he never got to get into the Joes the way I did. And I was hurt, but it is what it is. He was in video games a lot sooner than I was, and he still ain't stopped, which, neither have I. All right. Now, I'm about to talk about some real stuff, okay? Now, couple things. First, when people talk about, so let me see, where should I start? All right. So it was this guy, and I made a video about Officer Hatem. Okay. A lot of you guys have seen that, know about that video. And a lot of people are bashing me on that video saying I'm wrong. They saying, because I said I don't think black folks commit majority of the crime in the United States. I don't believe that. I don't believe that you should be more scared of being around black people than the police. I don't believe that that's even the same comparison. You can avoid going to bad neighborhoods. You can avoid going to certain parts of the city. As soon as you step outside, police is everywhere driving around doing stuff. If they decide to put, it's unavoidable. Okay? Unless you don't go outside. So for people to say, oh, well, the police, why would you do? Because there's nothing you could do. If I'm in a bad neighborhood, I could leave. I could even call the police for help or something. Who could you call and do if the police is trying to kill you? Call more police. Like it's just a different, totally different situation. And so I said that a lot of people, you know, I guess they his supporters. He got millions of them. So, I guess they came and saw it and, bashed me. So I'm going to show you a couple comments because this one guy really went off on me in the comments. But instead of me going off back on him, really, because I knew whatever he was saying is stuff I never said. He was saying stuff like, I'm a racist against all white people, and I said that white people keep black people down, and it's a like he was being funny and a smart ass at the same time by saying, "Oh, as if white people have a number to call 1-800 keep a brother down," which was funny. But I never said no stupidness like this. I'm not against any group of people. It's bad people in every group, every race, every planet. Okay. That's just not even debatable. Okay. The problem is when people use their positions to enforce things on other groups of people. So, anyway, I'm going to show you this comment. And I asked the person to join me this weekend, this Friday or, you know, Sunday. Oh, and before I get into it, I'm gonna put down the link. Anybody want to join me? You're more than welcome to. The link is in the description. Well, not the description. It's in the chat box. Now, let me show you a little bit about this video, and then I'm gonna show you something that I have a big problem with because John Oliver on HBO is one of the best shows you can watch. He drops a lot of good knowledge about a lot of different subjects, and I'm gonna show you a clip from that as well. Um, that just, this is part of the problem when people talk about systemic racism. I'll show you with the John Oliver clip. But first, with this Tatum video. So, as you see in the video, only got 46 thumbs up, 95 thumbs down. And even people in the comments like to make a thing of saying, see, it shows that you're wrong. Look how many thumbs down you have. And so, hey, if you guys ain't gave me a thumbs up on this video, go ahead, because the people that believe that people are getting what they deserve look at stuff like this and feel justified. Look at videos like Tatum and see all the support and subscribers he have and feel justified. Anyway, this person, Pharaoh, who I actually like, he's been coming on the channel for a while. He said that he got some good points about our communities. You can say a thing or two, but if he doesn't have the proper background, it's not really the truth. It's not a good point. And he likes to, go ahead and do that a lot as far as make a point, but don't finish it. Let me go to the newest first. All right, let's see. Oh, now 96 comments. See, they even think 96 comments is a joke, as in not enough people really care or support black folks. And that's just sad. This person, of course, Trumposaurus. I'm a Trumposaurus Rex. I got the little arms. That's why they call me Trumposaurus. Anyway, he speaks the truth. Of course, I gave him a thumbs down. He ain't speaking no truth. Crying shame, I can't accept it. See, the part of the problem with today is that everybody is getting their own information and facts from different places. And if you're getting your information and facts off of Facebook, you got a problem. It was just a bit something on HBO showing how Facebook is manipulating people, showing the same feeds. I may get different information on my feed than you. All kind of different stuff, showing you the same stuff you already like and support. Anyway, this was it. This man, Drexel, he said my video peed him off enough to come back. The idea that white people keep black people down, the fork is wrong with me. Now, like he said, they can't text this number and all of this stuff, keep people down. And he really wrote a lot, as you see. I mean, he wrote a lot. And I'm not going to go over everything, but you're more than welcome to check it out. But I responded. And so I responded and I said, it's a shame you wrote a book about a point I never said. Please, and this is something I want even people that's upset about the LGBTQ community or whatever the case, stop saying these comments are homophobic or you guys are clueless. Say who said the homophobic comment, because if they did, then I could have it removed. Whatever to say I'm being homophobic, say at 2 minutes and 20 seconds, you said this, that, or the other. And that's basically what I said. You're not listening, please say at such and such, etc., what I said, and then we got something to talk about. People like to generalize and say, all this stuff is this or all this stuff is that. No, that doesn't work. That's just throwing garbage at the wall to see what stick. You want to know what the real problem is, say what the real problem is, say what the real issue is. And if you really want it fixed, that's how it gets fixed. Now, he did apologize after what I said he 100% owned up to going too far and took everything out on me and it was uncalled for. And he had some stuff going on and he said, my bad. Now, where I was raised, that if any man comes to you legit with an apology, you accept it. It's not easy for a man to apologize. And if they come and apologize, you accept it. Because if you make a mistake, then you want to apologize. You like for people to accept your apology as well. And so I did. And I say, I accept your apology. I understand. And I actually said, join me for the live shows, whatever the case. Said he could do that for verbally assaulting me. The point I'm bringing this up is to say, although this person was mad and had these different things in their mind that they wanted to say and feel, because they were listening, which is a problem that people don't do today. They don't listen to each other. Because he actually listened to what I said when I responded, we were able to overcome that and move on. And that's part of the problem, is that people don't listen to each other. Now, everybody knows everything. Everybody knows who you are. I know everything about you. I know what you're going to say next and this and that. And the truth is you don't. And we all need to give each other a better chance to hear what's going on and say, and, let me see. I got a couple, Mike Mitch, Jay, when people is the opposite race do not understand our tribute and trials and tribulations we go through on a daily basis, we worry about our family, uncle, grandfathers. It's no age group. They gunning us down. That's true. At any time, anybody could be in danger. It's not like only young males or older. Is any age group could get it. And when people try to explain that, well, they say, well, don't all lives matter? Well, all lives aren't treated like they don't matter. That's the thing. And the problem is when people try to explain that this is not an accident, that people are actually trying to do this on purpose, it's a system, they don't want to hear it. And that's why I really, 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 really like John Oliver last week tonight with John Oliver. Okay, he's from the UK. He got a show here in the US. He used to be with Trevor Noah has the show now. He used to be with them at first when he got his start. Comedian, funny. He talks about real things. He breaks out facts. And that's what I like. I like facts, just like the Brianna Taylor thing. And I'm going to get into that right quick with Charles Barkley. But then we'll go on to the next thing that I got to fuss about. So let me get to Barkley. Hold on. And then I'm going to tell you what the problem with Barkley and what he said is. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see what Barkley got to say. Charles Barkley.
Just bad the young lady lost her life. But, you know, we do have to take into account that her boyfriend did shoot at the cops and shot a cop.
You idiot.
So, like I say, even though I'm really sorry she lost her life, I don't think that we can just say we can put this in the same situation with George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery. I just don't believe that.
It's worse.
It's just bad the young lady lost her life.
Okay. So I'm going to address this right here on why I say it's worse. And I went and just got just plain facts of the case. All right. So I'm going to sum up what happened with Brianna Taylor case for those who don't know. Okay. So Brianna Taylor, young lady in Louisville, Kentucky, just became a EMT. She with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend allegedly has drug ties going on. The police are allegedly investigating this. They believe packages are coming to his house and another residence, the house where she was, that had drug activity or possibly drugs in it. Okay, this is all just what I've read in the statement. This is not any political information. This is just facts. The police get a warrant, okay, to do the raid. In the warrant, they state that they've been working with the U.S. Postal Service to monitor packages coming to this house, whatever, and that they have reason to execute this search warrant. We later find out when it's all over that the post office admittedly said they never worked with them at all. And they actually told them that no suspicious packages or activity was being sent to that address. So right now, they should have either stopped the investigation and continued to investigate, or stopped and move on, because you're thinking packages are coming and suspicious. You had the post office. They said nothing suspicious is happening, and that was all their involvement. But instead, you go forward with the warrant, and you lied on the warrant saying that they were working with you and that things were suspicious. So that's the number one problem right there, that they shouldn't even went in that house that day because they didn't have probable cause. That's the law. If you're supposed to be the good guys and you're the police, then you need to follow the law. People that don't follow the law are called what? Criminals. So how can you be the good guys, but you breaking the law too? So you can't do that. People can't compare what police do to black on black crime or nothing. They're criminals. When they get caught, what happens to them? They go to jail. But when police get caught breaking the law or killing people on video or whatever, they don't go to jail. That's the problem. So anyway, they proceed with this warrant. Now, the warrant was originally a no-knock warrant, meaning that you could just go kick in the door, run in, waving the 404 and try to catch them off guard, get what you want. But according to the documents, it was changed to a knock first and announce warrant. Okay. All the officers were in plain clothes, not wearing any body cameras, which is just crazy. No body cameras, all in plain clothes. Now, it did come out that maybe one of them did have a camera or this or that or whatever, but that's unclear. So the official story is they don't have any cameras. Okay, they're in plain clothes. It's at night, I believe 2 a.m. Okay, and Brianna Taylor and her man are inside. He's not selling drugs. At least they not having drugs coming in and out of the house. Okay, so if you and your man or you and your woman are watching TV at 2 a.m. and you in the bedroom, now some people it's up to 11 witnesses. One witness says they heard them say police one time and knock. The other witnesses say they didn't hear anything till they heard a knock. Only one says they heard them say police. Nevertheless, they had a battering ram. They banged the door down, bust in. His first reaction would have been mine. If somebody kicking in my door, banging in my door, and I see them in plain clothes rushing in, I'm going to shoot too. You came into my house. And Louisville has a law, stand your ground law. So when the police came in plain clothes in the middle of the night, he shot one single shot. One single shot. It hit the officer in the leg. The officers proceeded to unload 20 shots into the home. They couldn't even get inside the home to shoot. So some officers were shooting through the window blindly. Some of those shots went through the wall into the neighbor's apartment, and one of them grazed like a little boy, almost killed him. Okay. When they let off those 20 shots, Brianna Taylor was shot 5 times and killed. Okay. Now, for Charles Barkley to say he shot the police, that's not the full story. But if you leave it at that, and then people don't know the story, oh, well, if you shoot the police, you deserve to get shot. And that's not the story. You see, he told a different story than what actually happened. Now, if you tell the story, if you at 2 a.m. with your woman in your drawers and you hear your front door get kicked in, what you gonna do? Hey guys, you want some coffee? You're gonna shoot first till you see what's going on at least. And it wasn't about that. If they did announce police, maybe he didn't hear it. They shouldn't have been coming in there anyway because the post office told them it wasn't no packages coming there. If it would have been a different group of people they was investigating, they probably would have stopped or continued their investigation till they had more evidence. But because of who it is, they feel we could just do what we want when we want. And, you know, what could they do about it? And that's unfortunate. She didn't have to lose her life because they shouldn't even have been there in the first place. And if they was trying to shoot, he let off one shot. They let off 20. 20. I mean, it's just crazy. So, you know, then they let all these officers not even go to jail. I mean, that's failure of duty. Like, people forget police work for us. They say on the cars to serve and protect. If a person serves you, then they do what? They work for you. If a person is there to protect you, they working for you. But somehow we got it that we supposed to be obeying and listening to them like they are our gods and like they own us. And that's just messed up. T.I., what's up, sis? Thank you so much for your support. I love that picture. Looking good with that long Tasha going on, girl. Hey, you got to email me. I'm trying to get in contact with you, but I appreciate your, support. Let me see. Mike Mitch, let me put it in this manner. If that guy who's made that comment, how will his thoughts be if the police start gunning down white people? Would your thought remain the same? That's true. That is true. And Charles Barkley is a tool speaking on something he knows nothing about. That's true. That is true, man. And it makes people that don't know the story but hear what he say, because on the face of it, it sounds good. You shouldn't shoot the police. You shoot the police, what you think they're going to do, shoot you back. But that ain't the story. That ain't the story. And so, you know, that's the problem. The people is changing stuff and making it seem like that's the narrative and that they was telling the truth when it's not. Now, support gaming. I see your comment, and I'm gonna show you this comment now. This right here is the type of stuff that a lot of young black folks knew was real and existed, but we haven't heard a person say it in a long time. And just listen to the thought that this guy has put into what he's about to say. And the worst part of it all is that he's the sheriff. He has the power to do this. This is the problem with policing in America, is that people like him should never have this job. They should never be in this position because it just throws the whole system into question. Now, this was on last week tonight. John Oliver, I give him credit. I got a playlist that I created with a lot of good clips for John Oliver, and I'm gonna put that playlist link in here. You guys should check this out. He dropped knowledge about jury duty. Like, we should go to jury duty. Like, I remember when I was 18, I got picked for jury duty. I was excited because when I was younger, people always say I'm a good talker all my life. I should be a lawyer, this or that. So I think, hey, I might be a lawyer. Oh, Junior, jury duty. Oh, cool. That's cool. I get to go to see how this works. Maybe somebody going to jail for murder. That's not something to be happy about, but I was 18. Then I'm telling people and my parents and older people, oh, I got jury duty, one after another. Everybody put a negative thought in my head. Oh, that sucks. Jury duty. Oh, you're going to do this. You don't want to do that. You don't want to get out of it. Get out of it. And although I didn't get out of it and it wasn't that long of an experience, that's the wrong attitude. That's why it's always juries of all white people, because too many black folks got to get out of it, or you got to go to work and can't get off work, or all kind of stuff, or you're going to lose more money because they don't pay as much as you would have got paid at work and different things. And so it's all kind of ways to keep people out of the process. And that's why we repeatedly have the situations we have. But John Oliver talk about this stuff, man. It's an excellent show. I would love for more people to watch it. And hey, I'm gonna talk about this clip right here, and I still can't believe this dude even said this stuff, let alone is thinking it. And he think it's a good idea. So here, I'm gonna show you this, and you just look at the ideas that people are cooking up. It's just really, really, really sad. So let me see if this is it. Oh, that ain't it. Hold on. Let me get to J-Rock. All right, there it is. And, you know, it's just very unfortunate that people like this, and this is in Wisconsin, right after this shooting that just took place. Now, listen to this clip of what this sheriff says.
Although I will point out to you that the guy standing next to him is the Kenosha sheriff, who just 2 years ago striking down black people in a minor
for stealing some clothing from an outlet mall.
He expressed some views that are pretty explicit.
Let's put them in jail. Let's stop them from truly, at least some of these males going out and getting 10 other women pregnant and having small children.
He's talking about genocide.
Let's put them away. At some point, we have to stop being politically correct.
Sorry, can I quickly interrupt you there? Because calling for American citizens to be stopped from having small children isn't politically incorrect so much as politically 1940s Germany.
Exactly. That's the same thought process that they had against the Jews. Genocide, exterminate. This dude said these 5 kids stole some clothes from an outlet mall. They're not serial murderers. They're not gang killers or whatever. They stole some outfits and they was on our little chase with the police and crashed, but nobody was hurt, thankfully. But because of that, they should no longer be able to have kids. They should be locked away and be prevented from like their line from living. And who the heck does he think he is? What makes him think he has the moral high ground to even say something like that? Like his family and his family tree is just perfect. They just, spawned from Jesus. They all about to be the next pope. They just perfect little people in this country, and these kids is ruining it for them. I mean, that's crazy. But it gets worse. It gets worse. Listen to what this dude say. And this was recent. This ain't no clip for 10 years ago. He said this just a month or two ago. He said this publicly just a month or so ago. Yes, this guy still has his job. And then he had the nerve shortly after this to take a knee in solidarity with people for Black Lives Matter. Like, you don't believe it. You're just doing it for face value. You want to exterminate people. And then listen to this. What he says, it's the dumbest, craziest, it's diabolical, evil. I had to throw in that diabolical. If you all watch The Boys, that was a little Billy Butcher. It's a little Billy Butcher for you. It's freaking diabolical. Listen to this.
Wasn't just idly saying that. He'd really thought through a whole plan. And I know it is deeply unpleasant, but honestly, it is worth listening to just how detailed his solution was.
If there's a threshold that they cross, these people have to be warehoused. No recreational time in the jails. We put them away. And maybe what we got to do is build warehouses that after this generation is gone, they've perished in these buildings, we can turn them into something else. Maybe it'd be malls. Maybe Amazon will buy them as warehouses later. But at some point,
this dude said he wanted to warehouse your ass, keep you with no free time, make you die in the warehouse, and then build an Amazon on top of it and make money on your dead body. And he's the sheriff. That's evil. That's evil. In no way this dude should keep his job. There's no way he should be in that position. There's no way anybody of any color should see somebody say something like that and be like, oh, well, they shouldn't have stole the outfits. This dude has these thoughts, period. He has these thoughts, period. You think he only want to do, if he want to do that to somebody that took a couple outfits, what you think he want to do to people that did more serious things? I mean, especially when you're young, that that doesn't mean that's who you're gonna be. He wants to make sure that they can't even have kids ever again. Like, this is just evil. And he's not the only one. He even says it. He said, I'm not the only one. I'm just not being politically correct. Even though that ain't politically correct. That's just being a human being. But anyway, let's see. Let me get to some more of these. Mike Mitch, plus it wasn't a standard police one. It was a no-knock warrant. Barkley is somewhere kicking your door in 3 a.m. You in there with a woman, Charles, you won't shoot. Hey, for real. Put the link in here. The link for which one, sis? The link for John Oliver? All right. I think that's what you mean. And that go back to what I was saying in the beginning of the episode. you all go into my playlist. I got a lot of stuff, man, that I put in playlists to save for people. You all will be surprised at some of the information I got in there about all kind of different subjects. So go in that playlist. I can't make a video about everything, and I'm not qualified to make a video about everything, but it is a lot of people that are and have, and I try to put that in there. Now, when people ask, what do I watch? That's the type of stuff I watch. And Truth Unedited, he's a good YouTuber and things like that. I don't really watch stuff about these shows and things like that because I'm be trying to get away from that when I need a break. And I'm always involved in that. So, but yeah, Nicole, I'm going to put the link in there. Let me see if I can do it while I'm doing this. Let's see. I'll put the link in now while I'm doing it. And I'm surprised none of you guys have joined me. Let's see. Nobody wanted to come online. Y'all ain't got your good wig out. I want to give a good shout out to Miss Tamika. You are a sweetheart. I appreciate you for coming on the show. You really warm my heart. And you can come anytime, girl. You're really a sweetie. And I really appreciate all the nice things you said. And hey, you can put that Tasha on for me anytime, baby, okay? Let's see. Trying to get this playlist. Let's see. There we go. All right, Nikki, I got it for you. Nicole. All right, let's see. All right, that's the link right there for my John Oliver playlist. It's a lot of good clips, good information that I already compiled for you, that he really puts real info. I mean, from stuff about trailer parks and what they doing to, I mean, just it's a great show. John Oliver does a very good job. And I think you guys will enjoy that. Edmund Dantes, what's up? Is that Fahim? Mo dope content. I appreciate you. T.I., thank you. We can't complain about a black person not having a jury of his or her peers when we as black people don't want to show up. That's true, man. And we have already conditioned ourselves not to do it. But then when we don't get a fair shake, be mad. We got to go do that. Straight up. And that's another thing. I just watched the Allen Iverson story again. Like, they tried to put him in jail over a fight that happened in the bowling alley when he was 18 just to teach him a lesson. And he wasn't even involved in the fight like that. And nobody was really hurt. And they put him in jail, tried to put him in jail for 5 years just to snatch away his talent and his future because they knew that that's what would happen, and basically jealousy, hate, envy, and it's just sad, man. And that made me so mad watching that Iverson situation, and it was grown people doing it. Let's see, man, The Shy ain't as bad as I thought it was. I could relate to the characters almost like Snowfall. I told you The Shy ain't too bad, y'all. Mike Mitch, since the writer and director passed, John Singleton is going to be, I think, season 3 is Snowfall. Yeah, they got another season 4 coming, but you know, it is messed up that Big John died. Support, you right. Yeah, you right. Jay, you think Tariq gonna tell his kids the truth? Nah, he can't never say nothing about that. What he gonna tell his kids? That he killed his dad? Then they might go ahead and do him like Tariq did. Learn daddy playbook, then use it against him. Danny girl, they didn't pay Brianna Taylor's family $12 million for nothing. They know damn well that they are guilty. Exactly. Man, you're not giving that money away for nothing. Straight up. Check it out. Hey, I'm telling you guys, I got a lot of stuff in there, you guys. A lot of the stuff is for me, but I got it public. So you can check out a lot of stuff too that I have, and you could be enjoying a lot of the same stuff that I be enjoying. And I'll try to talk a lot of this stuff I talk with my son about, And so you guys could use it as well. Big Ben, the thing that those type of people don't understand is that they love to kick us when we down, and people like him just don't care. And he got a badge. My God, that's the problem. That's the problem, is that he has the power to take away life. How many people could he have given a warning, or how many people has he been extra, hard on, or follow around, or put the extra effort into to put in jail because of that way of thought? We already know the numbers. Just as many white people smoke weed as black people, but black people go to jail for it way more. It's not because black people are dumb and just don't know what to do. It's because you policed way more. If you policed way more, you're going to find way more. Since I put it in the words of the Trump, well, we got more testing. That's why it's more cases. You got more policing. There's more policing. That's why it's more arrest. It's not because they do it more. Anyway. Them PJ girl. Ooh. Let me see that nightgown. Let's see. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I'm sad nobody wanted to join me tonight. I'm going to go ahead and post this link one more time. If you want to come, just say what's up, give a shout out. You got something you want to talk about, you more than welcome. Not many people share their screen and their platform, but I don't mind. And I actually like talking with you guys. Without you, there's no me. So you got something you want to say about this dude? That's why they call him a pig, because he's disgusting. Officer Pigowski. If you want something to say about Officer Pigowski, let me know. Let's see, get to a couple more of these comments before I get out of here. Paper boys, these kind of people join law enforcement for one reason: the punishment, prosecution, murder, and defamation of people they see as lesser than themselves. I agree with that. I believe that. And a lot of those type of people like him were bullied themselves or were bullies and want to continue. They weren't that smart, weren't that talented. They may have been the big man in high school, but after high school, they realized they ain't nothing. They get to be a cop. Now they a big man. I'm the law. I'm law. I put you in jail. And now they back to being the big man. They important again. They got power over life and death over people. Take your life away. You got it? All right. I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy how he puts facts and truth together with a little jokey joke. Almost like me, yours truly. Anyway. Support. America's laws were made only to benefit the white man. It was never meant for our people. That's why they always get away with so much. That's a tough one. In a way, you are right. I mean, the laws in the country, black folks were slaves. Considered 3/5 a man in the Constitution. If it was made for everybody, they wouldn't have put that in there. But you got to also think of it as a human experience as well. And very few humans, once you have certain things, you don't want to downgrade. That's just something that go against human nature. And I'm not trying to say they're right. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that it is a human nature problem, because the powers that be, they can have billions and all these properties and money, and it's not enough. They don't want to downgrade, lose power, lose status, lose position. And so I think that they would do that to anybody that could possibly, in their mind, be a threat to that. That's wrong. I think we would all be better off if we shared. Now, I do believe that if you work harder or put up more effort, or you do whatever it is that you do, you should be rewarded for your efforts. If I come up with a better idea or put in more work than you, I should be rewarded accordingly. But I shouldn't have to put you down for me to come up. And I shouldn't believe that because I came up, I'm better than you. You know, one of my best jobs that I learned from was when I was 18. I was a supervisor at UPS at 18, telling 30, 40, 50-year-old people what to do. But in Chicago, you know, I worked with these people already, so we had a relationship. But just because you're in this position or job doesn't mean you're better or worse than somebody. It just means you got a different set of duties to do now. Because at the end of the day, after work, we'll be waiting on you. Okay? You think this job is going to protect you? You try it. When his work is over, we'll see how that job going to protect your ass when it's a foot stuck between it. But a lot of these rich, powerful, and celebrity people get insulated so much that nobody really can touch them. They be in their own little bubble, and they think because nobody checks them, nobody says no to them, that they think whatever they say and do is right. And it's just so far from the truth. They like lost from reality, disconnected. And that's a big problem. T.I., what's up, sis? This is your first time joining you for this Friday night stream. I'm setting up my new piano keyboard. I'll join you for a few minutes next week. Glad I caught this serious side of you. Well, I'm glad you did too, sis. You know, sometimes people that joke and stuff can be taken as joking things. And, you know, actually, that's a lot of times comedians and stuff are the most serious people you come across. And they use their comedy and jokes to deal with a lot of the seriousness and issues and things they go through. A lot of times they say most comedians don't really get that funny till they've experienced pain or suffering. And so, you know, I feel I'm no different in that respect. I got a lot of serious stuff and pain and things I had to go through as well. But, you know, you don't want to spread that because then you spread in sorrow. So I try to spread joy and happiness and let everybody know, hey, we all got stuff we got to deal with too. You ain't the only one. If I can make it, you can too. When I first started making this channel, I was actually doing serious videos, but nobody was watching it. And I figured I might be able to help people because I thought I can help people by bringing information and stuff that they don't know and help wake up people or this or that. But that's not my role, really. I'm better served just being myself, help people through their day with a smile on their face, even if it's for a moment or two. And as we get to know each other every now and then, we can have a serious talk. And so that's what I do on the Fridays. We, you know, Friday fuss. I got to unload a few things. I got to fuss about frustrations. And then we can go ahead and be happy and chill and everything else. Okay. So I appreciate you all for watching, everybody that support me. And don't forget to subscribe to me on Twitch because midnight Saturday, I'm going to be live streaming the Power Book 2 Ghost. So check it out. We live stream. And then at 1 a.m., give or take, I'll be live streaming on YouTube my first reaction for the episode. So you don't want to miss it. Before I get out of here, I want to drop a new video that I made for you guys. I don't want to leave with everybody having a frown. That we're going to turn it upside down. Before I do, let me get to a couple more comments right quick. Let's see. I know we have to vote to get Trump out of there, but will this stop ever cop? Will this stop the cop? Have been killing our people since forever. Well, that's the thing. We need to vote for presidential elections. That's the one election most people do vote in. But what's even more important is voting for your sheriff. He was voted in. Vote for your local judges and elected officials. We need to do all of that. Vote for all of the right people. Get this dude up out of there. Like, they voted him in. And so, we need to participate in all of these elections, put people that represent what we want. Just like the people that vote for people like him, whatever he said, they liked. So they voted in people that they liked that's going to do what they want. So I think we all need to participate, myself included. I don't know how many presidential elections I participated in, but electing the sheriff, the judge, the alderman, all of this stuff, I haven't participated in not once. I'm being honest. I should. The thing is, those elections aren't normally as public, as talked about. You don't really know the candidates as much and different things, but that's all an excuse at the end of the day. And I should just put a little bit more effort into it, because we all got this. And I could easily type in a few things on Google and get any answer I want. And so, I should do that. And that's my responsibility. And so, and we should teach our kids that, hey, you live in this country, you a part of it, you might as well vote. People have died for the right to vote. That's you having a say so and what other people are deciding. You want other people to make laws and decide things about you because they're going to do it regardless. People say, well, I don't vote, it don't count. Yeah, well, you don't like this law, you don't like your taxes went up or this or that or whatever. You should have voted. Anyway, you randomly found, I'm glad you did, even though you should already know I'll be here every Friday. You've been around too long, CJ. You know better than that. You know I'm here every Friday fussing. Anyway, The Outsider on HBO just finished. Slow. It's another show I'm watching on HBO with Jude Law called 3 Days, and that's it reminds me of The Wicker Man almost. It's really kind of interesting, but I haven't been in it too much. Big Ben, thank you so much, brother, for your support, your help. Every little bit that you guys donate helps me to pay for the streaming service, pay for apps, and pay for just keeping this channel running. And I appreciate it. I'm thinking about upgrading my streaming service. It's $50 a month. But I'm thinking I'm going to do it because then I'll be able to stream to more locations simultaneously, and I can upgrade to full HD. Right now it's in 720. When it's full HD, you can see all the little bumps and boogers on my face. Wouldn't that be fun? All right. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here. Mr. Thorne, what's up, brother? Mr. Thorne was my very first big supporter of my channel almost 3 years ago. I appreciate you, brother. You was the first one to let me know, wow, people really, really, really feeling me like that. He was the first to support me on Patreon, the first to buy a Jaymoorereviews shirt. I mean, you a lot of the first, man, and I always remember and appreciate you, brother, and thank you for that, Mr. Thorne. Been down, holding it down, got my back for a long time, man. And I appreciate you, man. You think I gave you some laughs? Well, you gave me a lot too. So I appreciate you, man. I'm all right. See, he even know about old JJ. He done seen JJ get big. And so, yeah, my son, he growing, man. I see him sometime. He's 16 years old. I'm a single parent. And just watching him grow sometimes I remember when my parents' friends would see me and be like, I see you were this big. I look at you and I'd be like, man, old people. Now I'd be looking like, damn, I remember when he was this big. Now look at it. So we'll see. No problem, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Paper Boys, using your platform to promote awareness is bigger than you know. Stay real, bro. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. That's a big, huge donation to the channel, man, and I appreciate you, man. And, yeah, I wouldn't feel right if all the stuff was going on and I didn't say nothing. You know, I always was raised to be a man first, be able to look yourself in the mirror. You may make mistakes, but don't get yourself in a compromising position that you would be ashamed of yourself. And so, you know, I try to teach my son the same things. If you do make a mistake, apologize. I mean, who do you think you are that you above saying an apology to someone? And, you know, try to do the right thing. And, you know, I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys enjoy my channel, what I try to do, my little jokey jokes every now and then. I'm glad y'all think it's funny because a lot of times I don't. But I'm I'm no different than you guys. I'm harder on myself than anybody else. I'm sure you guys are hard on yourself for different things. I can't do that, or I'm not that type of person. Whatever. You're harder on yourself. I'm harder on myself, and I don't never see myself in the same light as that. And so I appreciate you guys so much. Now, hold on. I was just about to play my new music video release, an exclusive. But I got another question. Hold on before I go. All right. How do we go live? I'm going to go ahead and send you this link in the description box. And if you want to go live, all you got to do is click on this link right here and it'll bring you on in. Mr. Thorne, you behind on power, got to catch up. Well, you know you came to the right place. I got the playlist with a lot of info right there. You know how I recap. Now, I haven't been able to make the videos the way I used to, and it actually is kind of discouraged me and took the wind out of my sails a bit. I have to be honest. And I'm sure you guys probably notice I don't make as many power videos because they discouraged me, I'll admit, when they basically took ownership of all my videos. That's kind of discouraging. And so I try to make them different ways and things, but that was kind of hurtful. And so, you know, I'm trying to get over that trauma. I'm trying to get over the PTSD, the power taken away show drama. But hey, it is what it is. All right. If you could wait till 1:15 a.m. to start, that'd be great. How about you just come at 1:15 and it'll already be going? You could rewind it, or you could just catch us. But the chances are I probably will be starting around that time anyway, because it's going to be going off. Then I got to go and set up and switch a couple things. So by the time it does, you won't be that far behind. All right. I sent the link. If you guys want to join me on Facebook, you can click right there. You can join me from YouTube or Twitch with that link right there. Be nice to anybody that joins. Danny Girl, will you be collaborating with Lamont Tyson for Power Reviews? I don't have anything against it, but I've never spoken with Lamont Tyson or messaged him, and he's never messaged me. So I guess that's a no as of right now. We haven't talked about it. It is somebody I do want to collaborate with, but they ain't sent me no email yet, or I haven't got it. Hint, hint, wink, wink. They know who it is because they was watching earlier. But I do have an idea that's something I can do with them that I think we could both have a good time doing. So I would like to get that, you know, email so we can talk about, you know, the possibilities. Woo. All right. I guess ain't nobody else coming. So, hey, I'm going to go ahead and play my new music video release. Before I play this video, if you need to get a little snacky poo, you want some pancakes? Ooh, pancake, pancake. Ooh, ooh. Just serving up a little something, something. I'm Rick James. You want to play some basketball? Let's play some basketball. All right. I'm glad you heard me. I'm glad you heard me, girl. All right. See, Aiden, support. Mark Dark just tells us to tell him what we think and post what we already watch. I don't know. I don't watch their videos because either I'm making my own or when I am free, I don't really want to watch that stuff because I'm already involved in that stuff. So I try to watch other things. So, hey, I don't know. All right. I'm getting ready to get out of here, guys. You all have been great. I appreciate you all. Don't leave. I'm going to play a couple videos. First, I'll play this video about voting. Okay? And then I'm going to go out with one last bang. I actually got a couple videos I could play. Let's just make this MTV. I'm the MTVJ.
Election day is on its way, it's such a grand occasion. Time to make decisions for the future of our nation. Candidates are on the stump, podiums are pounded. In the end, the choice is yours, so stand up and be counted. Exercise your right to kick politician booty. Now's the time, and do your patriotic duty. Go vote!
Oh, it's over. Boy, I was getting down, boy. Let's see. You like that one? All right. Hey, don't do it, Jay. He lied already and said you're trying to get him to let you come on. So no, you kidding me? You kidding me? Don't say that, man. You about to make me mad. You serious? He can't be talking about me. That can't be right. I never talked to Lamont, Tyson, or anybody. Only person I did communicate with was Mark Dark. So I don't know what that's about. And that's sad. Not only is it not true, but then you throw me under the bus. But anyway, I got Santor. I see you in the building backstage. I'm about to bring you on up, brother. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome aboard, man. How you doing?
Not bad. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem. I'm all right. What's up? What's on your? Did I say your name right? Is it Sean Tor? Or
yeah, all my friends call me Tori. All my friends call me Tori, so okay. You don't have to worry about that. My real name is Santori Thomas, but like it's a weird name. Well, hey man, did you see how Trump got booed at the judges when she was in state? It goes to show you that Trump ain't no good and everybody in the country know it. It's just a matter of time. If we all get out and vote, it will change the election, but we all got to do our part.
Right. Now, that's one thing that I would have agreed with you as far as everybody know it. But I did just see, I'm trying to turn this on now because I can't remember the name of it. But HBO just last night, the last 2 nights or some show, I'm trying to remember the name of it. But it broke down how the Russians basically supposedly hacked. It wasn't like they actually got in the machine. It was manipulating people through Facebook. And the way Facebook is set up is that if you already believe everything Trump say, they only going to show you posts that feed into that. They won't show you nothing else. So they're not getting real, you know what I'm saying? They're not getting information, conflicting information. So one side, like, that knows the truth and seeing stuff, sees that. And the other side is like blind. And I'm like, how is this possible? Like that's
see what it come down to is that they have a narrative that they want to use. And that narrative is done by Fox News, it's done by Sean Hannity, it's done by everybody else. And if you don't ever look at any other show but that, you only assume that's what it is, but it's really not true. And you have to educate yourself on exactly what happens so you know exactly what to do. You know, you may not have heard, but 9 months ago, I got into a really, really tough situation, and I'm getting ready to come out with a book now. It's a biography about my life. But it was so interesting because if I would have did the wrong move, none of it would have happened. The name of my book is going to be called, what's that?
I was going to say, without giving away the whole book, what was the situation a little bit about?
Well, only thing you have to do is Google my name right up here. It's just like that, and you will find out what it is and what actually happened. It was so large, it went over the entire world. I still have reporters calling me today about that actual situation.
What?
And it happened 9 months ago.
You got me about to do some homework on you now.
Yeah, do that.
I'm about to do some homework to find out.
Yeah, and you will see exactly what happened. But more than anything else, when that book come out, it's going to shock the world. Because I'm telling people exactly that you don't have to be treated horribly. You don't have to just put up with what people tell you. If you have a couple of things in line, it stops all the BS and you get right down to it. So what I'll do is I'll inbox you. You check out the story and then you get back with me and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And it just goes to show you that misjustice is always a horrible thing, but knowledge is power. And if you don't have that, you can't fight it. You know what I'm saying? You have to know what to do. And the book will be out very, very soon.
Yeah, definitely. And what you said, that's one point I stress to my son about knowledge is power, which is why their whole game is to keep you from learning things. Because once you learn it, you can't take it. You know what I'm saying? You're armed now. You can't make you forget it. And so that's why they don't teach people certain stuff, financial histories and what's going on in our other history, all kind of stuff, whitewash certain things. And it's all to keep you dumbed down because when you know certain things, they tricks don't work no more.
And then on top of that, you know, if you take a look at President Trump and what he's doing, he's electing and putting in all the Republican judges, so it affects the state level already. And it's a plan, but it's a plan behind what they're doing.
Yeah,
and they're putting all the people in the right places. When Trump elects the next Supreme Court justice, do you know that person is probably going to be 45 years old?
Yeah, they could be there for the next 40 years.
You talking 40 years of that type stuff up at that level, because you know, you already know that they ain't trying to give you no appeal. They all, you know, it's a mess. And it starts from there and it trickles down to the state level. Then it goes to the local level. You know, it gets to be really, really ugly. And the only way you change that is by voting in who you want and who shares your ideals.
Right. That's true. And then he's doing stuff that's just blatant illegal. Like if I was a drug dealer and I'm on trial and I'm telling a witness, don't testify, and I got you, I'm going to take care of you when it's over, that's witness tampering. And basically, like with Paul Manafort and all these guys, like they got convicted. They supposed to go to jail. He pardons them. You know what I mean? So like,
it's an example of the good old boy network. If you got the friends, you don't do the time everybody else do. You can take an African-American person and a white person, similar crimes, similar instances, but guess what? The white person ain't going to get half the time the African-American would get because of the fact we got two separate justice systems. And it's not built for us because from the top down, it ain't for us. It's for them.
Yeah. Yeah. And that actually reminds me of another thing that I wanted to show on Instagram that I forgot, but how they always say, well, black people, you deserve to get shot. Why you resisting arrest? Why you didn't do this? Why you didn't do that? I got a video of a white guy. They had told him to get out the car. He resists. They resisting for 20, 30 minutes. They don't shoot him. They don't tase him. They don't beat him. They keep on talking with him. But it wasn't justified. But then when he gets up and starts to fight them, and unfortunately, he took the gun and killed one of them. It's all on video. Then
I've seen it.
You know, but they were never threatened and feared for that. But as soon as the black man come, they afraid for their life. They got to shoot. They had to do this and that, empty the clip, shoot them in the back, all of this stuff. You know,
it gets to the point, Jay, where you just got to realize you might as well just sit on the damn ground and sit there and wait for them to do nothing. And that's the only way you're going to live. You might as well sit on the ground, wait for somebody to come up to you, because if you get out, you a threat. If you get loud, you a threat. If you're black, you automatically are a threat. When I was in my situation, it got to the point where they was basically waiting for me to run, but I didn't run. And when that happened, it changed the dynamic of the game. When I told them that,
you didn't let me call their hand.
Absolutely. When I said these magic words, everything got really real. Let me call my attorney.
Yeah.
It stopped all the BS, all of it. So it goes to show you have to be armed and dangerous and know when to use that type of information, because you know it's a lot of steps that happen before that if I didn't do this other part wouldn't have happened. But if I didn't do the other part, another part wouldn't have happened. So it's all in steps. But I know one thing: when God got something for you, can't nobody touch it. Nobody.
That is true. That is true. And I know it's a saying, the Lord work in mysterious ways, but they should finish it mysterious ways to us. You know what I mean? But like you say, God plan, it ain't mysterious. They know what's going on and what's going to happen, you know? And so we may have other ideas and plans, but like you say, if it's meant for you and what he got for you, they can't touch it. And as much as they trying to take away and lock people, black folks up and make you never have a baby again types, it's not working, you know? And it's going to bring their end, just like it. Did you see the movie Harriet recently?
I haven't seen it yet. I know I've been so behind. Haven't seen it, but I heard it's really, really good.
It is. And it's one point that she made is that towards the end, she said, you guys, she was talking to the slave master, and she said, basically, I'm paraphrasing, but you fighting for me to be your slave, and you all gonna bring about your own destruction pretty much with, you know, the war and all of this. And that's what's happening, bringing about the whole destruction of the country. Like, why would they not put those officers in jail for Brianna Taylor? You know it's gonna be a riot. You know the facts. You know all of this stuff, but those 3 officers not going to jail is worth more than all the protests and riots and stuff going on in the city and all over the country. It's not worth it.
Let's just bottom line it, man. You don't get $12 million unless you did something really egregious. It doesn't happen. I mean, that amount of money can't bring back her life, but guess what? It can make her family have a legacy for the rest of their life and their children's lives and whatever. That's why the amount was so high. You can't tell me that you just give somebody $12 million just for a mistake. No, that's not going to happen. They're covering up something, and you can see it. Why would the attorney general get on there, say all that stuff, not release all the information, but he's saying it's an ongoing investigation, but you didn't charge except one person, and the count was so minor that it doesn't even fit what happened.
Right.
So I got a lot of questions about that. If I was in Kentucky, I would be going down there asking a ton of questions, because I'm trying to figure out, what do you know that I don't know?
Right. And I got a lot of family in Kentucky, actually.
Okay.
When I was younger, we used to drive down there. My mom's sister is in Kentucky. And even though my mom is from Panama, like, her sister is your color. Like, they're black people. They just speak Spanish. They're not Mexican. But anyway, beside all of that, so we go down there and visit my mom's family and stuff, and my cousins. And my aunt, Gladys, she had a nice house, and I remember playing in the backyard, and behind her, the neighbors had horses. And I used to try to go and touch the horse. She said, don't go over there and talk to them horses. I said, why? She said, because the neighbors are in the Klan. I said, what? And this, I'm like 10 years old. This is the first time I ever heard of this. And she like, yeah, they hit the Klan. And then they start explaining to me the Klan, and I had seen in movies with the white sheet, so I'm starting to equate. And I'm like, well, they ain't did nothing to you, the neighbors. They like, no, they basically say, don't come over this way. Don't say nothing to them, this, that, and the other. And, you know, they won't bother her type thing. Basically, she had to like stay in her place kind of stuff. So I'm just bringing that up to say that that type of thought process and people is in Kentucky. So
and guess what? It's around the country. It's just quiet. It's hush. It's some folks where I'm at right now. I know damn well they ain't right. So and that's around the whole world. It ain't. I mean, think about
that officer. That clip I showed from that officer. He in Wisconsin thinking that way.
Yeah. I mean, just thinking this is so sad. I get tired of looking at videos where black people are getting assaulted, killed, and the list is growing every other day. Jacob Blake, the Elijah, what was his name? Elijah Company, the small little. The list goes on and on.
Right.
When I seen George Floyd getting murdered, I cried and I said, "My God!" I said, anybody that can do something like that don't give a damn about human life or anyone at all because it was so barbaric. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what you gonna tell them 100 times you can't breathe? Then they stop.
Right.
And the sad part is,
I wanted to push him off of him. I just wanted to push that dude off of him so bad.
Yeah. When I seen it, I was like, oh my God. And I don't care. And that's the reason why you see all the white people marching, you see the black people marching, because see, you only can lie so much. You only can say, well, it only happened. This happened right in front of my freaking face. You can't tell me anything different. I'm looking at it every day.
Right.
So it just go to show you that when it gets to that level, then oh my God, this really happened. See, white people don't have to deal with what black people have to deal with on a daily basis.
And they believe the narrative police tell them because they don't have the same interactions. So they think black folks is exaggerating. But like you say with that video, he couldn't use the point of I was in fear for my safety when he's passed the F out. Like he's knocked out. Why are you still doing it? The dude is unconscious. You still scared? This ain't the job for you if you that damn scared of unconscious people. Like, what's wrong with dude? And we, of course, find out, and that's why it's murder. Definitely is murder, because we find out he was jealous of him over the white girls at the club they worked at as bouncers and this and that. So you basically killed this dude over, jealousy over women and stuff.
What they're trying to do is they create that narrative that they think, well, he had drugs, he had this, he had that. Man, get out of here. Get out of here. Don't even try it. But, justice will be served in this case. It's just a matter of time, because it's too much against those officers for them not to be held accountable for what happened.
Definitely. And the country should be more valuable than these people that do these things, because they're allowing the country to go into chaos when you protect them. Like people say they focus on looting and stuff. That's out of frustration. If these people that focus on that and stuff never have been frustrated to the point where they have no recourse. You know what I mean? And like all of those businesses, they got insurance or they can get reimbursed. They may not get this or that. It's money. You know what I mean?
When Kyle Rittenhouse sat up there and said he was protecting a building, and then he went past where the building was to start something and then start shooting people, and he got all of these funds from these Christians and evangelicals and all this other stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute.
With the AR-15, and the police did nothing, talking about we appreciate you, and threw him water, but they shoot protesters.
It just go to show you that they don't see anything wrong with a white person with an AR-15. If me or you or anybody else, it would have been a completely different scenario, because we wouldn't have got a foot past what they saw initially. It wouldn't have happened. They had a Facebook video, Jay, that went around like a year ago. It was a white person carrying an M16 and a black person carrying an M16 down. They were walking down the street. The white guy's walking. They say, "Hey, buddy, what's going on?" Blah, 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 blah. The black dude get out. Guess what happened? Get on the ground. Get on the ground. And that's how it was, dude. It's like it go to show you that African Americans are considered threats to the police.
Yeah. Did you ever
regardless
see about John Crawford and he got shot in Walmart?
Yes.
This dude is in Walmart on the phone with his girlfriend, and while he's there shopping for the items, for those of you that don't know, it was a toy AR-15 in the BB gun aisle, already unboxed, and he talking on the phone and holding it or whatever. Some dude that was in Walmart lies and calls 911 saying it's a black man with a gun pointed at people. Police come into Walmart and basically shoot him dead. Didn't say put your hands down, drop your weapon, nothing. They like, he turned and they basically killed this dude in Walmart over the stuff that's in there just because this dude, and the dude lied. Walmart didn't even call you. You know what I mean? Like man, it's just crazy, and it's just very unfortunate, man.
On a lighter note, you'll even get people that call, well, he was jaywalking in the park. He was walking, and you come on, man. You know, it has to get to a point where we're all treated equally, and that does not happen if you are African American.
Yeah, and people are weaponizing the police, like what you saying about the park. Like that Karen, and the guy was bird watching the black guy, and she got a dog running around with no leash. He asked her to do it, so she didn't like what he was asking her. She threatening to call the police, and I'll call and say it's a black man, such and such. Then she go, he's a black man in the park.
But you know what though? It just goes to show you that people look at us differently, no matter how educated you are, no matter how much money you got. It don't matter, because you can't change the color of your skin on the outside. And I love being black. It's two things I ain't gonna change. That's being black and being born. I can deal with everything else. So it just go to show you that I love me. Now, if you don't like me, that's on you. I can't make nobody like me, but what I can do is educate enough people to understand that I'm not a threat. I'm not here to violate your family. I'm here to live a life that God wants me to live, and I'll bless you on the way. And that's how it's supposed to be. But everybody don't see it that way. You know, you talking to an Air Force veteran. So I've been in the military. I've worked with several different people, white, Chinese, black. I didn't see it all. So I'm a friend to everybody, but at the same token, you still have to protect yourself. And it all starts with proper representation.
Right. That's true. And another problem is that how Trump was able to get a lot of those states is that most black folks and people of color live in cities. And so out in all those rural places, they don't actually know people of color or Hispanic or Asians and stuff. And they only know the representation from TV, movies, etc. And so they don't really know like a friend or this or that. And they voting for stuff they think they know, but they don't, you know. And like everybody black or Hispanic has had contact with a person white, you know what I mean? But everybody white ain't had contact with people that's black or Hispanic across the country.
That's right.
So it's different. You know, people can speak from experiences with when they were on the other side, but the white folks, they don't really get it. And that's why I think like California, New York, all of the cities, this big cities that's intermingled are Democratic because they know better. They know that racism is bullcrap. They know that people have more in common than they try to make us think that we got more against each other. And you know that it's good people and bad people in every color and this and that. It's the problem when you get to the middle of the country, the flyover states, is they don't know this stuff. And it's crazy they don't. It's 2020. I mean, I don't know how you couldn't not know this.
But here's the thing. When we got a divisive leader that's a nationalist, he does what he wants to do. He ain't spreading nothing but hate. When he didn't say one solitary word about George Floyd, oh, I saw it. That was just kind of it. It was some horrible things that happened there, and that was it. He wouldn't go into no other further explanation. I'll be damned if you ain't gonna tell me you don't care about African American people and indigenous people. You don't care. You show it every day. So it's like, it just goes to show you that you got a president that's so divisive, and he wants to stay in power so bad that he'll sit up there and say, well, you know, at the end of the day, we'll see what happens, but the voting is horrible. It's voter suppression. He trying to hold us back so he can stay. What do you check this out, Jay? Then I'll go ahead and let you go. Answer this question for me. What do you give someone who has everything in the world?
That's true.
The answer is power. He has everything but power, and he wants to keep it.
Yeah.
Donald Trump got everything he wants financially. He's already a billionaire, but guess what? What he didn't have is power. That's why he want to hold on to the presidency so bad in any form or fashion, because he's putting people in there that will not give us a fair shake at all.
Yeah, that's crazy. And you're right. And that's why he's a narcissist. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I know America is a win, do everything to win country, just win, baby. You know what I'm saying? From the Raiders and all of that. But if you, like Trump does, I believe, all this stuff to win. He want to stay in power, like you say. But if you do all of this to win, but the game is broken now and you destroy this thing, what was the point of winning if you broke everything and destroyed the system? Like, the game is broke now. You don't want to win if everybody else got to fall and is destroyed. Like, he don't give a damn as long as he win, and that's horrible.
Because Trump only cares about one type of people. That's people like him. He don't give a damn about nobody else. So you got to understand that we need somebody that reflects us versus them. So that's all I got to say. I mean, we have to put some, and we control that part. We control that part. We don't have to necessarily have Trump there, but we need to do as much as we can to make sure we have the outcome that we deserve.
Yeah, I agree, man. And I appreciate you coming on the show. I'm going to Google you. Anybody want to know his story? He got a book coming. Shantori Thomas, Google it, learn about the story. Next week, you come back Friday, we can chop it up again, and I'll know a little bit more about your background and what's going on. I appreciate you for coming through. I enjoyed this chopping it up with you. And, I'm going to wrap it up. See, it's almost 2 hours, but it's been a good show. I'm having a good time. I need to talk to this, and we need to get this stuff out. You know what I mean? Because people like the Officer Tatum got millions of subscribers and all these people listening, and the wrong person sees that and think that what he's saying is right, or he has the right support, and he doesn't.
That's right.
And so, that's what, and that's what inspired me to eventually start saying stuff like that, because my son brought it to me. I'm glad I done taught him better, because he brought it to me like, look at this crap. And I'm thinking like, man, you are so right. So
right.
And I think he's doing that for money too. And that goes to back to saying all money ain't good money. You can't go and badmouth your people and sell out your people just to make, money. That's horrible. But anyway.
My mother used to always tell me a funny story. They tell you, everything that glitters ain't gold. So that's something that's just true. It is what it is. So hey, great talking with you, man. God bless you. I mean that. And I'm gonna definitely chime you up next time, man, and we'll wrap. We'll talk about it.
All right, no problem. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time. Okay.
All right. God bless, man. Take care.
All right. Bless you, man. All right, man. That was great. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate Shantori coming and talking. He had a lot of great things to say. And, it was true. And the situation, I know a lot of you guys, and that's part of the problem, that a lot of people that know this stuff, watch it, they already know. We got to try to find a way to get people that don't know or don't see this side or don't understand for them to see, because that's part of the problem with society in general, is that we are only seeing messages and hearing messages and stories that we already agree with and already believe. So we're not hearing different perspectives, different points, understanding different things, and that's a problem. And so hopefully, we can all bridge the gap and learn to listen to each other instead of knowing everything all the time. So give a couple shout outs. Desiree, hey, I'm glad you came. What's up? Danny girl, I'm glad you all enjoyed it. Support gaming, thanks a lot. Aiden, I saw your comment. Yeah, they teach you in Puerto Rico. And see, that's another thing. In America, we are already taught that we the best and we know everything and we this and we that and we the smartest, but it's just not true. In other countries, everybody speak more than one language. Like America is probably the only country that nobody can speak more than one language for the most part. And it's just all kind of things. We've gotten spoiled. We don't have the same hustle work spirit overall that we once had. I think my father's generation, the baby boomers, may be the last ones that had that real work hard hustle spirit overall as a generation. But anyway, it's been a great show. It's been about 2 hours of greatness, and I enjoyed every minute talking with you guys. This went by so fast, and I promised you the video. I didn't know that he would be coming, but I'm going to still show you my new music video. Hope you all get a laugh. And, I appreciate you all. And I'll see you this Sunday for Jaymo Show at 8 o'clock. And also Saturday night or Sunday morning at 1 a.m. I'm going to be live streaming for Power Book 2 Episode 4. So check me out there. Let's get to this video. And y'all, tomorrow night. I'm Jay. I love y'all. I've been great. A lot of great comments. I appreciate y'all. Thanks, Cash Money. Desiree, I love you, girl. You can always check it out. And I hope y'all get a laugh or two at my video.